So I've shown you the machine. I've shown you a very quick overview of Design Space, and please keep in mind that was very quick. There is a lot more to show, so make sure you're subscribing to my YouTube channel to see all of the specific, especially on the attach, the contour, specialty media settings. There's tons more that I want to show you guys, but I want to keep this video relatively short. So the last thing I wanted to talk about that is brand new for this, for the Cricut Explore, and really for their legacy machines too, is the fact that Cricut has finally released a place you can subscribe to their images. So what that means is if I want to subscribe and use their images, I can do that. So what you're going to do is under your shop key, under images, there is a subscription. So you're going to go Cricut Shop Images and go to subscription. And what it's going to do is you either can subscribe monthly or yearly. Now, for me, this is not a benefit because I own so many Cricut cartridges already. I have the majority of their images. But if you're looking at buying this machine and you do not have a lot of Cricut cartridges, this is a fantastic idea to do. Now, with your machine, you get a free certain amount of time to use all of their subscription services. But if I wanted to, I would be able to subscribe for $9.99 and I would get access to unlimited access to 25,000 images and 200 fonts. So what's great about that is if I'm doing a project and I know I'm going to be using a lot of the non-licensed images, this would be a great deal because it's going to give me access to the whole library for $9.99 and then I can cancel at the end of the month. Now, if you fall in love with it and you say, gosh, I really like Cricut images and I want to spend yearly, for $99 you'll get a yearly subscription to all of their images. Now when I say all of images, I mean all of their non-licensed images. So keep in mind when you're looking at Disney or Hello Kitty or those images that are licensed by another company, those are not part of this subscription. And mainly not because Cricut's trying to be mean, but basically because they're copyrighted. You can't use copyrighted images and make profit off it unless you have their agreement. So, for the first time ever, Cricut is letting you subscribe to their image library, where some other companies have also done that and had great success. So, if you have this machine and you're worried, gosh, I don't have a lot of Cricut cartridges and I don't want to go out and spend money on a lot of Cricut cartridges, you don't have to. You can subscribe and use them here. Great idea. So just another reason the Design Space or the Cricut Explore is a great machine to think about going with. So my final thoughts on this machine, you guys, when I first got the machine, I'll be honest with you, I was on my outs with Cricut. I had moved on to a competitor machine. I guess I can say it, it's the Silhouette Cameo, and I was using it with the majority of my projects. Then came along the Cricut Explore. I debated whether to get it or not, and I said, you know, I have 200 and some cartridges. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try this machine. Now, I did a video on comparing the cutting between the Silhouette Cameo and the Cricut Explore, so I highly recommend checking it out. I've given you the link right here, so go ahead and press it, and that's going to compare the cutting. It's also going to show you the Cricut Explore and how well it cuts using the new blade. This video was more about just kind of showing you the machine and the software and whether you should buy it or not. But in my opinion, if you're someone who's never had a Cricut machine, it's great. It's amazing. It cuts great. It does all of the work for you. It literally, you go from creation to inspiration to cutting in a matter of minutes. What I love about this machine is they've already done 3 updates and they've been great and they're listening to their customers. And the fact that it's coming out with print and cut. Where I showed you that blade, there is a sensor in there to print and cut for the future, and I know that eventually they are going to go into beta testing and they're going to release it to the public, so it is coming, and that's a huge plus for me. That was one of the reasons I fell in love with my Silhouette Cameo, was the print and cut. So the fact that that's coming, combined with the amazing design space and the sleek design of the machine, has made this machine currently go to my favorite machine currently in my craft room. I probably use my Silhouette Cameo 10% of the time right now and my Cricut Explore about 90% of the time. And the only reason I'm not using that other 10% of the time is because of the print and cut. Once this machine can do the print and cut, I honestly think that this is going to be my go-to machine for everything. And to be honest, I've been reading a lot of the reviews and talking to a lot of people, and it seems like a lot of people are going to the Cricut Explorer, and these are people that have said that I will never do another Cricut machine because the results speak for themselves. This is an amazing machine. It cuts great. Design Space is very simple to use, and they're adding additions all the time, and it's just well thought out and well designed. So I really hope you give it a try. I really hope you forget about your experiences in the past with Cricut, because that's what I had to do to try out this machine, and I was blown away by the machine and falling in love with my cartridges again, and just getting an idea of what this machine can do. So I hope this video helped out. I know that when you're buying a machine, you have a lot to consider. Believe me, I know I've been there. I've bought all of the Cricut machines. I bought the Explorer. I bought the Brother Scan and Cut. I bought the Silhouette Cameo. So I get that a lot of money goes into buying a machine, so you have a lot to invest and you have a lot to compare. So I hope this just gave you an idea of what this machine and what Design Space can do. Make sure you're checking out all my other YouTube videos. I have a ton of videos coming on Design Space and how to work it. Make sure you're following my blog at www.creativeken.blogspot.com. Make sure to check me out on Facebook under Ken's Kreations page. And thank you so much for watching my videos, you guys. I am having a blast making these videos, and your warm comments and you sharing my videos and commenting on them really inspires me to make more. So I made this video based on customer comments. So make sure if you want to see something, let me know. I'm happy to make it. So definitely think about the Cricut Explorer when you're thinking about getting your machine. I was pleasantly surprised, and I am glad I gave Cricut a second chance and tried this machine out because I love it. All right, guys. Have an amazing day and go out and make something magical.